Okay, we are entering in to kick off our week ahead with this Imbolc message from the Seasons of the Witch Oracle, card number 33, coming in with that number of the Master Teacher. So let's take a look. And like I said, I'm going to get into much more how you can work with these Imbolc energies in the month ahead reading I do for the Empowerment Pack. So if you want to know more about working with this energy and the type of things you can bring in, one of the symbols I am noting is the candle. This beautiful deck mentions that each of their Seasons of the Witch decks have a key element that they focus on throughout the deck that you can find on every card. And in this case, ushering in the return of light, they chose the candle. So the card of Peppermint has come forward with the messages, keywords of clearing, there it is again, my keyword I keep hearing, toxic relationships and behaviors. Okay, so let's feel into this energy. No one enjoys getting a cold or the flu, as they can bring great discomfort and pain that prevents you from experiencing the joys of life. Of course, it is better to take measures to prevent sickness, but sometimes it creeps up, coming from an unexpected place. Despite your best efforts, it can't be avoided. When you're sick, it's important to seek healing options to clear away the toxicity or infection that has caused the illness. You could let it run its course, but that could also lead to long-term effects or worse. You can also have an infection of the heart or soul, and it comes in the form of toxic relationships, self-sabotaging behaviors, and spiritual bypassing. The Peppermint card comes to your reading to warn you that the person or situation you have inquired about is harmful to you in some way, and you should take steps to remove them from your life or, at the very least, reduce their influence on you. Even if your past experience with this person or behavior has been positive, receiving this card is a sign that circumstances have changed for the lesser. You can choose to take a passive role and see how things unfold, but consider the impact such a decision may have on your long-term well-being and whether it's worth the risk. So there's definitely an energy here that's being highlighted, and it's fascinating how they're likening it to our exposure to, a season of illness or dis-ease in the body and unwellness that can come about, especially in the winter season, or in different settings and circumstances where we can have these bouts with something toxic, not beneficial to our health necessarily, although some illnesses can actually help to clear, of course, and the body's way of resetting. That it's likening that to some of our relationships and people and circumstances that are in our orbit. So very interesting that I mentioned that this, the cycle that I was highlighting with the energies of bringing us back to December 27th and certain heated situations that we may have been facing coming back around again, or even if they weren't heated or tense, I feel like this card is bringing in the sense of something that even seemed okay before, something that seemed tolerable, or, we can make it work in small doses or whatever it may be, is coming up highlighted as, no, there is this toxic seed of energy implanted there where every time we continue to go back around again in that situation, we're finding ourselves in this familiar circumstance of, really unwittingly perhaps welcoming in something that is not for our highest and best good. Now, there's a little peppermint egg clearing toxicity spell here that looks fun. So what I'll do is I'll take a picture of that. I love these decks. They're chock full of helpful little rituals and ceremonies and things to really add and expand on the messages. So to the extent that anyone would like to know about that, it's a little peppermint egg clearing toxicity spell that involves using an eggshell, it appears, and some dried peppermint. So I will take a picture of this and put it here for anyone who may be interested in going deeper with that. But let's take the energies that peppermint brings in. And remember, I'm noting the number 33 as the master teacher. This is really next level master class. And I can tell you, if you did see my collaboration video with Mila for Stars and Cards that I posted last week and shared here in the Sharecast, we pulled cards for that beautiful full moon in Leo. And then I also pulled cards with my Empowerment Pack group. Both of them brought forward the energy of the devil, which was called Master in the Psychic Tarot deck that I was using in both cases. So that word Master came up with this full moon in Leo that we're just coming through, that really was shining a light on, illuminating those areas where we may have been disempowered or not honoring our worth or standing in our joy. And so this devil energy came forward with the word Master. And so from that, I was feeling this is about mastering or having a master class in leveling up to this 2.0 version of us that we are invited to step into this year. So I'm feeling this card very potently, like peppermint oil, really waking us up with this fresh new insights into next level mastery of these lessons that are always so perfectly orchestrated through our relationships. This is where we have chosen as humanity to experience our lessons as souls coming here to have these human experiences in our fool's journeys. It's the other fools all around us and us who are working together to facilitate those lessons through our relationships, through our experiences. And I feel that being highlighted here in this card as we kick off the messages for this week. So let's take a look now at our 5 tarot cards. Okay, here we have the peppermint egg clearing toxicity spell that I mentioned from the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle. So if you were interested in that, you can hold down the little thumbnail and at the bottom here of this photo, and you'll get an option to save the photo. So you can go ahead and take a look at that spell if that speaks to you. And I'm just saying, this is page 107 of the book. 1 plus 7 is 8. So it definitely feels very aligned here because, as you know, we just came through 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is 8 in our 8th year of 2024. So do check this out. I'm definitely going to check it out and see about incorporating this into my practice this week as we usher in the beautiful energies of Imbolc.